First one, apron. This is apron. People use apron to avoid getting stains on their clothes. While they are cooking, sometimes food may spill on their clothes. To avoid these stains, dirt, grease, they use apron to protect their dress. So that is why people use apron. Chances of more while they are cooking, it spills when they do oil, when they heat oil, and when they put ingredients like mustards and all, they may spill on their clothes, and that stains, oil stains will be there. To avoid these things, they use apron. Next one, people use oven gloves to take cake out of the oven, micro oven or grills, when they when they make cakes. Once it's done, to take out from the micro oven, they use gloves to protect their hands by not getting burned. To take off cakes, they use gloves to avoid getting burned their hands. Sometimes they may touch sides of the micro oven or grill, so they may get hurt by burning their hands. To avoid this, they use gloves, oven gloves, so that even though they touch their inside the rods or any metal object, they don't feel burning or anything like that, because they using, when they use oven gloves, it helps to avoid getting burned their hands. Next one, chopping board. Chopping board that we use to chop vegetables into what size that we want to cut. We can cut using chopping board, which is a flat a surface where we keep vegetables, and with the knife we cut the vegetables or fruits that we chop. To chop vegetables, to cut vegetables, we use this chopping board, which is also called as cutting board. And next one, plate. Plate we use to serve food, eat snacks or breakfast. We use plate. Then the next one, wooden spoon, which is made from wood. We use spoons to eat and also measure something, some food items that we want to use for cooking. That time we measure with the spoon, 1 teaspoon to 2 spoons, like that we measure and we add to the food that we cook. And next one, napkin. People use napkin to clean shelf, kitchen counter, and sink, inside the sink or sides of the sink, to remove dirt, stains, and also dry those areas. Also we use napkin. So some people also, napkin also use it for other purpose. Some people, they use napkins to use to clean plates, to dry plates, some containers to fill something. Before that, they wipe off extra water. And next one, rolling pin. Rolling pin we use to flatten dough, especially when making chapatis. We use a rolling pin to roll before frying. We roll chapatis, and sometimes people also used to crush food into small pieces. That time also they use rolling pin. And next one, grater. grater to cut food into small pieces, like especially like coconut and all. We usually we grate using grater. We cut into small pieces, like even carrots, beetroot and all. We grate to get small pieces, like uh, thin like strands. That is how some graters are available. So we use grater to get food into small pieces. To cut into small pieces, that time we use grater. Whisk. Whisk. We use whisk to make a cake batter. To prepare cake batter, we usually need whisk. We stir and we get the required consistency that we need to prepare cake. Usually people use whisk to make a cake batter. They put all ingredients together and they start stirring using this whisk. Next one, frying pan. Frying pan can be used for multi-purpose task, like making rotis, frying lentils. Other purpose they use frying pan, which is shallow length and which is also called as skillet, to make vegetable curries or some many things. We can use frying pan to prepare dishes. Many more things we can do using frying pan. Next one, pressure cooker, which is electrical cooker, where people they put everything together and they switch on to make rice and other other rice items. They use electrical cooker to make food. And next one, spoon, steel spoon. So spoon we use spoon to eat food, and also it can be used for measuring food items. Sometimes we need to measure to food, and also it can be used for measure food quantity. So we measure with some, for everything we use spoon. In every container we put spoon and we add how many spoon that we required for our food. We take and we add to the food that we cook. While cooking we use spoon to measure food items. And next one, fork, F-O-R-K, fork. We should pronounce this word like this, fork, F-O-R-K, fork. We use fork to divide food into two parts, and to while eating noodles and all, at that time also we use fork. Next one, glass. This one is glass. We use glass to drink water. Some other purpose also it can be used as well. And next, spice. Next one, spice container. We use spice container to keep all the spices like turmeric, coriander, chili powder, anything that can be stored in this spice container to remain there, which helps to remain their freshness. Next one, teapot. After making tea, people they pour tea into this. Before serving, they pour into the teapot to keep warm, to maintain heat. They use teapot. So before serving, they pour tea into the teapot, and whenever they want they pour and they drink tea. I hope you understand this all kitchen vocabulary. Thank you. Bye for now.